Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome to Today in HipHop, episode 18. There's a lot of stuff going on. I am your host, the magnificent, the man, the myth, the legend. He is I, and I am him, Mr. Noah Jones. Today's episode is sponsored by Private Road Clothing. If you're about that luxury life, make sure you stop by privateroadclothing.com and check out some of their luxury items, premium everything. Because it's all about that luxury lifestyle, man. Alright, today we got some amazing shit to talk about. Today we got some Jim Jones news. We got some news from about Baby Soulja, somebody who I've never heard of before. And we also have some Tekashi 6ix9ine news. Tekashi's been all over the internet nowadays because his trial and everything is going on. So, there's a whole bunch of things that have developed in his case. I think we're gonna start there. Let's start with Tekashi. For everybody that does not know, Tekashi 6ix9ine is still in jail, and a lot of news has developed. We all knew that he was gonna be snitching. That's not anything new. But come to find out, there's a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, that have been snitching in his camp. They have wiretaps of people talking. They have wiretaps of people putting themselves in messed up positions. A while ago, news came out that allegedly Tekashi 6ix9ine, some of the members of his organization, said that he was gonna be super violated. And that is what the feds said to Tekashi. They said, look, bro, you need to come with us because your own team is trying to kill you. They're talking about not only violating you, but super violating you. Now, they never released the information on who that was that said that he was gonna get super violent, or who said that he should be super violent. But the news has come to fruition, ladies and gentlemen. Come to find out, it was rapper Jim Jones from the Diplomats. On a cell phone conversation, one of the other Blood Gang members from the 9 Trey Bloods, he's speaking to this guy. I believe his name is Harv. He's speaking to Harv, saying that he should be super violated, which is crazy. Super crazy. I had no idea that Jim Jones was not only affiliated with the 9 Trey Blood Gang, but he was the one who basically suggested that Tekashi 6ix9ine get super violated, which the feds used in return to basically bring Tekashi in and have him help snitching. It is nuts. So we all know that Tekashi is snitching, but like I said, now there's even more evidence of everybody else snitching. You have wiretaps. You have Jim Jones. And the fact that Jim Jones's phone conversation was tapped, we don't know if it was his phone or the other guy who he was speaking to's phone that was actually tapped. But here's something to consider. The fact that they used Jim Jones' statement about super violating Tekashi in order to get closer to Tekashi to get him to snitch kind of means that they may have Jim Jones under surveillance too, ladies and gentlemen. They may have his phone tapped. So who knows what other conversations they have on file of Jim Jones. If I was Jim, I'd be laying extremely low right now, because he's probably a person of interest in this whole shit, and Tekashi brought the nigga's name up in court. Now, also, Tekashi 6ix9ine's driver was a police informant. He was cooperating with the police. Check it out. It says on Monday, September 23rd, Tekashi 6ix9ine's former driver, Jorge Rivera, testified in court that he agreed to cooperate with investigators in their case against the 9 Trey Bloods after he was arrested by ICE for being an undocumented immigrant. A photo of Tekashi and Rivera was together shown during the trial. Rivera returned to his job as Tekashi's driver after his arrest, and he testified that he was driving the night his SUV was rear-ended and Tekashi was kidnapped by Anthony, Harv, Ellison, and Shaw Rivera. He also said he followed the kidnappers after they took Tekashi, but he put his car in reverse when one of the men got out with a gun. During the trial, Rivera also revealed that he secretly recorded Tekashi and his ex-manager Shotty discussing the kidnapping and gave the audio to investigators. He added that he saw Tekashi and Shadi, and he saw Shadi give Tekashi an AR-15 rifle for protection, along with a backpack that they stole during an incident earlier in the summer. So here's what happened. They arrest the driver. They threaten the driver and say, look, if you don't cooperate with us, we're going to deport your family because you are an immigrant and you shouldn't be here in the United States. So in order for him to stay in the States, he works on an agreement with the feds and says, I will help you take down the 9 Trey Bloods. This shit is turning out to be a movie for real. So not only is Tekashi snitching, there's so many other members of the squad that's snitching as well. So they really was doing their homework on this gang, and the shit is hitting the fan. And I believe that Tekashi might have been one of the last members to get arrested to be cooperating with the police. Basically, he's the glue that is helping everybody else's story stick together. They're using Tekashi's testimony to piece together all the other information and the shit that they have with the wiretaps and all that other stuff. They have little bits and pieces with the wiretaps, and then they have Tekashi there to fill in the story of the entire situation. So he's filling in the gaps of the information that they do not have. In a sense, which is why he's probably going to get out in January. They say he may get out in January as time served. So there's way more shit going on besides just Tekashi snitching. I had no idea that the driver was part of the informant squad. And there's even more shit coming out as we speak. You know, so I'll try to keep you guys updated on that as well. But yeah, that's incredible. This shit is gonna make a great fucking movie. This is the biggest thing to happen to the entertainment industry since the mob. This is like some mafia type shit, where you got the informants taking down a whole crew. This Rico case is crazy. So my prayers go out to everybody involved. They got a lot of people that's testifying. You know, I don't know if these niggas is playing by the street rules where since they snitching, their family's at risk and niggas is gonna get whacked. I don't know. It's not the same as it was back in the old mob days in early New York and Chicago. Back then, once they find out that you snitching, if they can't get to you, they get to your family. They whack your family, they kill your kids, they whack everybody. So this is an extremely crazy situation that's going on, and I'm excited to see what the fuck is gonna happen. I would have never thought something this big would come to hip-hop. Man. Okay, next we got Baby Soulja. Baby Soulja reportedly arrested on homicide charges. I don't know who the hell Baby Soulja is, but I'm gonna report on it. Baby Soulja, real name Charles Doles, was arrested on Wednesday by Lowndes County Sheriff's Office in Georgia in connection to the killing of 33-year-old Dorian Brooks on May 19th. Adrian Dove, 48, was also arrested in connection to the murder by the New Jersey, New York Regional Fugitive Task Force in Ithaca, New York. Soulja and Dove are expected to be extradited to the Chatham County Detention Center. Both are being held without bail. One thing I do not understand, ladies and gentlemen, is how could you allow somebody to get you that upset to where you would risk throwing your entire life away? We are not in the day and ages where you can get away with this type of shit. They have cameras. They have ways of triangulating where your phone was. They have ways of like the forensics that they have nowadays to link you to shit and to find you when some shit happens. They have techniques that they don't even discuss with motherfuckers and they catch you on a regular basis. This DNA shit is real. I do not understand why these people are playing a stupid game and winning a stupid prize every time. Makes no sense to me. You have camera phones, you got facial detection. You have all kind of crazy shit. You have in your iPhone right now, they track every single location where you go to. They can subpoena your phone and check exactly where you were at all these different times because it leaves a record in your phone of all the places that you've traveled. I've seen this shit myself. And they link it to Google. So what happens is, as you're traveling, it'll tell you, you've driven here, you've driven there, you've been here, and it was there. How was this place? I see that you stopped, you drove by this restaurant. Give us your review on this restaurant. They're tracking you everywhere you go. But yet you're gonna do something so stupid to where you throw your whole life away. For what? Why would you allow somebody to get you so mad? Even an enemy, you never let your enemies get you so mad to where you want to throw your life away, ladies and gentlemen. Why would you want to do that? There is nothing in value, nothing of value, that should make you want to do something that crazy to throw your life away. What about the people that love you? What about the people you love? Maybe you have a child. You'll never see your fucking child again. Or you'll see your child behind bars. You behind a glass plate and you can't even see and touch your fucking kids. You know, that shit is depressing. And me, as a smart individual, I would never want to put myself in that situation. You have to control your anger, ladies and gentlemen. You have to find a smarter way. You want to get revenge on your enemies? Become successful. You know, a lot of people in these day and age are not successful. So if you become successful and you end up becoming rich and your enemies are poor as fuck and you out there living and enjoying your lifestyle, that's the best revenge. That's why they say success is the best revenge. You get out there, you make yourself successful, and you do your thing. So, word. I have no remorse. No remorse for Baby Soldier. You know what you're getting into. When you do these type of things, you commit these kind of crimes, this is what happens. There's only two things that can happen. You can end up dead or in jail. So he, my friends, has become the latter. Now, back to Jim Jones. It says Jim Jones, his New Jersey house reportedly foreclosed on and sold back to the bank for $100. According to documents obtained by Bossip, Jim Jones recently lost his Fair Lawn, New Jersey home to foreclosure. Jones took out a $680,000 mortgage for the home in 2006 and agreed to make monthly payments of $4,467 with a 6.875% interest rate. However, he stopped making payments on the property in 2010, and Jones was sued by the U.S. National Bank Association to settle the debt in 2017. A judge put the rapper in default after the agreement wasn't met, and the home was sold back to the bank in a sheriff's sale earlier this year for just $100. But it also says Jones still owes $1.25 million, which includes interest, real estate taxes, advances, and homeowners insurance on the property. Now, a couple things strike me as odd. For one, this is 2019, right? He purchased the home. He took out a loan on the home in 2006. And in 2010, he stopped paying on it. How in the hell are you able to go 9 years without making payments on a property before they come and take it from you? That must be some rich nigga shit, because when you're broke, after 2 months, your shit's in repossession. So how in the fuck is this guy able to go 9 years? 9 years without paying on his property? Also, $4,000 a month is a lot of bread to be spending on some property. This is very odd to me. First off, they should have came and took this property a long time ago. Also, I've seen videos of Jim Jones online where he's flashing his jewelry and showing off his jewelry collection. Now let's not forget, let's not get it twisted. I enjoy Jim Jones as a rapper. I think his El Capo album is one of my favorite albums. It's fucking amazing. It's a fantastic album. El Capo, Jim Jones, check it out. Shit is dope. But I don't understand how you can be online showing off all these thousands of dollars in jewelry, but you're not paying for the place where you're resting your head at. See, that's nigga shit. That's coon shit. That's ignorance. And when people do shit like this, all I can say is this is what the fuck you get. This is what you get. You're so busy online trying to show off instead of taking care of what's important. The important thing is to have the place where you rest your head is the most important place. It's so challenging for African Americans to even buy property. And once you're able to even get in a position where you can buy property, this is how you fuck it off. You know, you've obviously made enough money in 10 years, 9 years, to be able to afford shit like this. Now let me explain to you what happens. See, these artists, they get super popular, and what they do is they stop working with everybody. You know what I mean? They stop working with everybody. They stop maximizing. Now, as far as I know, he has his Vamp Life clothing. He has a whole lot of shit going on. Enough to where he should be able to pay for this property. But he's not, he just wasn't paying for the shit. I don't know why. That is something I just really can't fathom. So what they do is they get rich, they get popular, they get famous, and then the work ethic comes to a fucking halt. To where they don't put out music, they don't brand themselves, they don't do things with other artists, and the bills creep up on them. The first thing you should take care of is where you rest your head. Then, your vehicle, especially if you need a car to get back and forth to work, that's the next priority you need to work out. First is where you stay at. But you online flashing jewelry, showing off. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, no pun intended. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your priorities. You know, take care of your priorities. He should have pawned that fucking jewelry, you know, and take care of business. When you get to a certain age in life, it's not about being flashy no more. It's about taking care of business, owning up to your responsibilities, being a real man. See, I'd rather be a real man than a real nigga. Real niggas end up in jail. Real niggas do nigga shit just like this. This is nigga shit. And then you have all the other nationalities laughing at you because you're being a fucking idiot. You feel like your jewelry is more important than paying for where you live at. And the crazy part about it is, the house was in his girl's name or in his wife's name or whoever's name. His name ain't even on the shit. His name was added to it later. But all the loans and everything was to his woman. So not only is he fucking her credit up, fucking her name up, his credit was probably so bad that he couldn't even, you know, it would have cost them even more if he would have put his name on the fucking, on the loan. His name is on the deed, but not on the loan. So he's part owner of the house, but she gotta recoup all of the bank gotta recoup all the money from her. That's fucked up. I couldn't live with myself like that. You know, now the woman that you married, now the woman that you love, it fucked her whole shit up. Because you wasn't taking the money that you was making for your shows and your clothing and everything else to pay for where she sleep at night. And to pay for where you rest your head. Sometimes you gotta quit when you're ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, now, let's move on to our last story. We got Young Dro. For those of you that don't know who Young Dro is, he was one of T.I.'s artists, T.I.'s right-hand man. Young Dro was given 12 months for allegedly punching his girlfriend. Young Dro, you cannot beat the bitches up, bro. You can't punch these women. The Me Too movement is for real. You cannot punch these women, bro. Don't punch these hoes. Don't never let them get you that mad to where you willing to punch their ass in the face. Just walk away, bro. And I know they can push your buttons. I know they can do and say a lot of things to have you upset. But you gotta walk away. Otherwise, your ass gonna end up on TMZ. And niggas is gonna be laughing at you, like me. So according to TMZ, Young Dro was sentenced to 12 months for allegedly punching his girlfriend. He also smashed a plate of banana pudding in his girlfriend's face during an altercation. He pled guilty to 1 count of battery and family violence. So he not only socked her in the face, He hit her in the face with a plate full of banana pudding. This shit seems like a fake story. He punched the bitch in the face and then smashed her with fucking some banana pudding. Yo. Just imagine that shit. You know what I mean? That's like some Three Stooges shit. You punch a bitch in the face and then smack her in the face with some pudding. I wonder did this shit happen while they was out to eat or something at a restaurant or whatever. So it says, while Young Dro was ordered to serve 70 days, he was given credit for 20 days he already served, plus an extra day of credit. He got extra credit, ladies and gentlemen. Extra credit for each day served on good behavior. He could be released as early as October 5th. He will remain on probation for the full 12-month sentence, and he will have to submit a drug and alcohol evaluation within 30 days of his release from jail. Dro was also ordered to attend domestic violence counseling and to forfeit all his weapons and refrain from drinking. So he got to turn all his guns in, ladies and gentlemen. He loses all his guns. He got to be, he's going to be checked on. He's going to be on probation. He's going to have to pee in a cup. He's going to have to go to counseling. So now basically the state has control over his life. All because of an altercation. See? This is the thing. You never let a woman get you that mad to where you put yourself in that position. For real. The shit don't seem right, but this is a real situation that happened. This is a real article. And this, I mean, who knows? Why would you even get to that point? Maybe it's because, you know, his career didn't go where he expected it to go. You know, he had a big ass hit song with T.I. back in the day. Like T.I. put him on. He had a huge record. He was getting a lot of buzz. You know, and he just fucked his career off. Couldn't keep the momentum going, ladies and gentlemen. Couldn't keep the momentum going. So, good luck to him. You know, words of advice, Dro. Don't beat the bitches up. Oh, man. Sorry for the delay, though, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a while since I dropped an episode. I told you, I just don't want to saturate the game with the same type of shit over and over and over and over. Don't want to saturate it. And because everybody's reporting on the same shit nowadays, I don't want the shit to get monotonous. So sometimes, as awesome as I am, I like to take a step backwards and let it be what it's gonna be. But that today, ladies and gentlemen, was episode 18. I respect you guys. I love you guys. Make sure you check out privateroadclothing.com. Also, if you want some music, NoahJonesNews.com. Talk to y'all soon. Love y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, donate, all the good shit. Peace.